Alright, welcome everyone to Honkai Star Rail Sunday. We are back and the Fate event is live. As you can see, we have two separate ones. One seems to be a Trailblaze continuance, so it looks like the Fate event will be permanently in the storyline, and then they have the collaboration event. Which is exciting. Otherwise, once again, these characters got boosted, so they're a little bit more meta in the current gameplay, and so you can do their you can test them out, see how they play now. Our main story continues in Amphorius. There is an update to Origami Bird Clash, which I was working on yesterday, and I'll show you where I've gotten to. They have the per usual, if you can invite someone back to play the game that hasn't played in a while, you can get Stellar Jade. Saber and Archer are live for people you can pull for, along with the current banner, which was Finon, Treeby, Sunday, and Sparkle. Apocalyptic Shadow updated. As you can see, I have been hard at work. And then obviously just the normal simulated universe stuff. So let's update you on Bird Clash first, because that'll be fast. I'm already there because it was what I was working on last. So I am fully done with the story mode, I believe. Yep. So all I have left is just the multiplayer to do. To give you a brief explanation of the story, there was a bird that took Qingchui hostage, essentially, and was like, you either play the arcade game, or you will die, essentially. And then Boot Hill and Argenti showed up to help us, and Boot Hill got turned into an origami bird. Here he is. Boot Bird. And then Rappa, Glenithan, and Hua Hua showed up, and they tried to help. Qingchui got turned into an origami bird, and this is them. And then we finally defeated the ghost bird, and now they are the manager of the arcade for us. So like I said, I'm fully done with the main story. I just need to do this multiplayer part. Where is it? It was like physically, there he is. This is the ghost bird that cursed Qingchui. So pretty easy. It's like 3-ish battles per section, and there's like 4 sections. So you can get through it pretty fast. Takes about an hour and a half, I'd say. And then we did get a bunch of achievements from it. So during the clash, manually trigger bomb combos 15 times. Take 8 actions in the same turn. Combat power reach 777. Enhance all items to 3 stars. That's the one we just got. Witness Boot Hill and Qingchui transform into birds. Recruit Ghost Bird as an employee for the arcade. So there's that. Now, I am conflicted on if I immediately want to jump into the Fate collab or if I should continue with the main mission. I feel like the main mission will be here longer than the Fate collaboration, because it looks like part of it will just be in the main storyline, but part of it is time limited. Or it could just be the rewards that are time limited. Not fully sure. But what we are going to do first is we are going to test out Saber and Archer. Now, you do get Archer just by like pretty much logging into the game while this event is going on. So I already have him, and I was pre-farming for him, so I have him here. So he is at 80 already. I have not put any light cone on him because I am hoping to get his quote-unquote free light cone, the one if you do 200 pulls. I've already done like 150, so we are getting close. I think we can do it in this before the Fate collab is over. I do have him fully maxed out here. I do not have any relics on him yet because I was waiting to get his light cone. Very excited to finally have a quantum character. I could put this on him. Just temporarily if I need to use him. But I am finally happy to have a quantum unit, quantum 5-star unit, because I just have not had one. Otherwise, when it comes to character upgrades, currently, because I finally remembered that I have more tracks of destiny, I am working on upgrading those last sections for my 4 stars, because I have quite a few. So I should actually be able to upgrade all of my 4 stars, hopefully, and then you get this for Bird Clash. Sorry, all over the place. But yeah, so you get Archer just as a freebie, and then I hope to get his light cone as well. As you can see, I do have some pulls. We are not going to be pulling on this personally, because the unit I would want is Archer, and we got him for free, so don't really need him. And then, like, I've never been a Saber girly, Saber simp, or at least not this form. Now, if it was her, we'll just call it her evil form, for simplicity's sake, I would be pulling for that one though. But yeah, so we are going to be using the rest of our pulls on Sunday. For those of you that were here last time, I pulled early on Finon, like within an hour of his patch update, because I could not wait, and he graced me with his presence. And then the next thing I wanted was Sunday's light cone, because I didn't get it in his debut patch, and I did win the 50-50 there. So then we were pulling on Finon's light cone, because that was the next step in my 3 white-haired character sweep in this patch. And I did lose to Branya on the 50-50, but then in the last stream on Sunday, when I should have actually streamed, it did get early pity, and obviously I had the guarantee, so I got his light cone. So now we're just going to use up any of our pulls to try and see if we can get that E1 Sunday, up to whenever this light cone comes home, so in 54 more pulls. My streamer luck is off the charts. Guys, this patch is my lucky patch. I will never be this lucky in a patch update. I am literally at 8 pity, 9, 10, 11. Do we get Sunday? Honestly, at 8 pity, I don't even mind if I lose. 12, 13. Hi, Tingyun. Tingyun's been really lucky for me. Usually if I get her, this will prove me wrong, but usually if I get her, I get the 5-star that's on the banner. Double Tingyun. Does that cancel out the luck? Let's see. Okay. E1 Sunday holder here. Well, I expect... Hi, Sunday. It's because I had you. I literally out when we did that poll.
Even through thistles and thorns, we must keep moving forward.
Well, now the question is, should I pull for Finon to keep it even? Or should I try and get E2 Sunday? Because I've heard E2 Sunday is, like, really good. I need to look this up before we do the next poll, if I should try and go for E2 Sunday, or if I can, or just to stay even, if I should go for E1 Finon. Pause for a moment. Everybody go take like a bathroom break. Eidolons. There it is. Okay, so E1 was the goal for Sunday. E2 is still good, but like not as good as his E1. What about Finon? Okay, so for Finon, you pretty much have to get to E2 for him to be at his top game. Well, we have E1 Sunday now, so I guess let's go back and we're gonna pull on Finon then. Anyway, one pity. Okay, I was like, it'd be too much if we had won again. I'm like, they were giving too much streamer luck if that happens. Okay. So, I guess, scratch everything I just said about we're gonna be pulling on Sunday, for the rest of this banner. I guess we are now pulling on Finon. Oh, Yukong. I don't even think she's on this banner. She's not even on this banner, I don't think. We will instead be pulling to see if we can get E1 Finon. And then if somehow we do get E1 Finon in the next 34 pulls, we will probably switch back to pulling on light cones to get that next level of light cone. Shocked and amazed, everyone. Shocked and amazed. What do you mean, discount? Okay, so we're gonna do some single pulls just so that I have this as an even 30, because it does bother me. Okay, now it's an even 30, and that sits better in my spirit than when it was summon change. Okay. So we did our pulls for the day. I don't imagine we'll have enough for another 10 pull anytime soon, or at least until next week, probably. So let us do their showcase. And then we will probably get into the Fate event, depending on how it interacts with the story. If it's like, oh, you're gonna have to skip story to do this event, then we'll go back to Finon. It's main quest.
We're in trouble now.
Buffer, energy recharge. Okay.
Stay put! Get there!
I'll overcome the thorns. The remedy is before me.
Get there!
Okay, now let's see everyone's ulting.
Don't come any closer!
Move aside, amateurs! Fiends or devils! I'll crush them all!
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits. Good omens. Fight as one!
In this mortal form, I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Alright, time for Saber's ult.
Let's be friends, shall we?
And then, of course, Saber and Archer are gonna be unvoiced. They have made, from what I understand, they have made like a reason behind it in the actual game on why they're unvoiced. But they are unvoiced because of the Saga strike, whereas the voice actors are not allowed to work with non-union entities, which obviously the words, which obviously like Hoyo is not a union entity.
Serenity is before me.
And so the voice actors for we're not allowed to
Don't come any closer!
do the work for this.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
1,000 wonders, fight as one!
This watch over you and guide you on your path.
As expected of Saber, a very strong unit. And then Archer. Okay, so just as expected. Oh! His daggers, and then he uses his bow for the long range. Okay, okay.
Found me. It smells of money.
You can't run! Feeling spiffy?
Man, almost an entire quantum team, and then there is Gallagher. Oh, interesting. So yeah, he can just continuously use his ult as many of these that you have. Okay, okay, I get it.
Did that hurt? Don't
Found me. Don't fight so I can leave.
Feeling spiffy? You can't run!
In the mood for another beating?
You want to
Trying
take advantage?
save up for the okay.
Found me.
Nice like a good brew. Full buck, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Our cute play session is over. Collide that everyone believes in becomes a reality. Gotcha.
Let's play hide and seek. 1,000 faces in 1,000 places. Can you find the answer?
Honestly, I think I like Archer's ult
It ain't over yet.
more than Saber's.
You can't run! Did that hurt? Feeling spiffy?
A little bummed that we're not hearing their voices, but perfectly understandable on why. Alright, so that should be the housekeeping. Let's... When ally character uses Wind King, consume 15 points in one go. Okay. Guys, you don't understand how excited I am about E1 Sunday. Ah! It sounds very, very low-key, but much more excited than you all know. Alright, so let us take a look at how this is going to work. Fate Night in Dreamland. Okay, so to do this one, you have to finish Fate Night in Dreamland. And I've done the full, like, the main story quests. Okay, cool. So we can technically...
As the echoes of the Charmony Festival fade, the Interastral Peace Corporation successfully establishes itself on the planet of dreams, with the nameless of the Astral Express becoming one of the planet's shareholders.
I was not expecting Sampo to be narrating this.
Now, a grand spectacle is about to unfold yet again in this holiday resort famed throughout the cosmos. Starring the superstar of Epsilon and the head of the Oak family, the lead actor is Miss Robin, featuring a special appearance from the stylish and witty Nameless, the trailblazer of the Astral Express.
Why is this the photo that gets used?
With a powerful guest appearance from the charismatic and commanding director, Aventurine, one of the 10 Stonehearts of the Strategic Investment Department.
A good shot of Adventurine, I approve.
Directed by the renowned Mr. Reca and his trusted companions. Lastly, exclusively sponsored by Old Odie, the head of the Alfalfa family, and a business tycoon of Penacony.
I like that Mr. Reca doesn't get a screen picture.
And then there's Skott.
Hey, wait, who? You mean that IPC specialist who's good at mimicking animals?
Okay, well anyway, the marketing development department is in on this too. Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War, now airing across entertainment channels throughout the universe.
Okay, but that was actually hilarious.
Huh? Isn't that Robin? What's she doing here?
I didn't go far. I think the arcade is literally either upstairs or downstairs, or like... Wait. The arcade is literally there. I teleported like maybe a room over. Oh, a chalice.
It's been a while. Mr. Screw'em said you'd stop by today, so I figured I'd wait here for a bit. So this is the device for testing the divergent universe, huh? Oh, you've got the wrong idea. I may have taken some history electives back at Paperfold University, but I'm hardly the right person for scientific research. I'm here today on someone's behalf. To bring you a gift. Do you still remember the Holy Grail War we had back in Penacony?
No.
The Holy Grail War?
It's indeed bizarre. This so-called Holy Grail curio. Even though I still recall what we went through together, some of the details always get a bit hazy when I think back on it.
You're remembering more than me.
Old Odie gave me this Holy Grail as a token of gratitude for everyone who participated in the war. I wanted to display it on the Radiant Feldspar. He agreed, wholeheartedly saying,
Whoa, 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 whoa. What better decoration for the Radiant Feldspar than a cup set to grant any wish? Talk about grandeur.
I love her imitation. Ho ho ho.
Mr. Screw'em was entrusted to neutralize the power of the Holy Grail. Now it's just an ordinary dream bubble, stripped of its wish-granting properties. I've always wondered, if the Grail really could grant you a wish, what would yours be?
A wish, huh? Feels like someone asked me a similar question during the Holy Grail War.
Your thoughts gradually rewind to the beginning of the Holy Grail War as many vague details gain clarity. So we're in a flashback. It was a long time ago, or not so long ago.
As Penacony's last festive superstar, he was once the center of everyone's attention. And now, with the unprecedented first Penaconian Holy Grail War about to kick off, he is back in the spotlight.
I like how it's like question marks, but if you did the story recap, it's it's Sampo narrating.
Come on, buddy.
show the audience that, what is it called? Tattoo? On your hand?
It's the command spells.
Kalis is like, call it what it is. But also, not Sampo being like, what is it called? A tattoo?
Right. Command spells. Proof of your selection to join the Holy Grail War. They say its power lets you command legendary figures from Penacony's history to fight for you. And now, let's give up the floor to the star reporter of the Crystal Daily.
So, honorary member, if you win the Holy Grail War, what wish would you want granted? Is it time for me to become the Aeon of Elation? Wow, looks like our honorary member is dodging the question. Could it be they've got a secret wish they don't want anyone to know? Well then, do you think you've got what it takes to win the Holy Grail War? I don't want to win. I don't want anyone else to win either. Wish granting tickets are a bad idea in general. We're going to dodge the question again. Oh, dodging the question again, huh? Must be hiding a mace up their sleeve.
It's an ace up their sleeve, not mace.
Right. So, honorary member, which legendary figure from history are you planning to summon? Don't tell me you're as clueless about Penacony's history as I am. Okay, but like, the whole point was like vaguely being on Earth and summoning Earth's legendary heroes. Is this implying that Penacony is Earth, just in the future?
Aw, come on, buddy. It's a rare treat for us Balabagian folks to travel off-world. Running into an old friend on an alien planet? That's pure joy. Sure, the occasion might be a little weird, but don't tell me you don't recognize us. I promise Pitch Dark Hook the Great we'd record every thrilling moment of this trip to the planet of festivities for the folks back home. And here we are stumbling upon you being interviewed for the Penaconian Holy Grail War.
I see. I was just wondering why someone else was taking my job, considering our channel secured exclusive rights to this interview and broadcast. Security? Clear the area.
We can talk this out. How about a collaboration?
Hey, even the money-loving Alfalfa family wouldn't charge such a cute kid a licensing fee, right? Miss, consider it charity. Let this kid finish her social studies project. I mean, what's the harm in that? Hmm?
Guys, I need you all to understand how excited I am for Elation 5-star Emanator Sampo. Like, I'm concerned about what polls I'm even gonna do between now and like the 4.0 patch, which is still half a unit of patches away, because of the fact that they're like, oh yeah, leakers are like, Emanator Sampo incoming, and I'm like, say less and give him to me now.
Assistant! Get these two out of here!
The assistant surged forward without warning, escorting the two foreign visitors far from the scene.
The Alfalfa family proudly presents the first Penaconian Holy Grail War. We'll be following the masters every step of the way, bringing you the freshest, most exclusive coverage. Before we continue our interview with the Nameless about the Penaconian Holy Grail War, let's cut to a quick commercial break.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you've all heard the legend of the Holy Grail, haven't you? Across the vast cosmos, such tales abound. Seekers embarking on grueling journeys in pursuit of a miracle capable of turning their deepest desires into reality. Yet, only a rare few ever have the privilege of witnessing its existence firsthand. But today, I bring you all that very opportunity. I have brought the omnipotent wish-granting chalice, the Holy Grail, to Penacony. Of course, the right to make a wish is a privilege beyond measure. And like most competitions in life, if you want to claim your reward, You'll have to fight for it. The Holy Grail will summon heroic spirits, legendary figures from Penacony's rich history, and bring them back to life. And you, daring dream chasers, will become masters, commanding these servants in battle until only one survivor remains. Worried it sounds a bit violent? Afraid it might turn into another Tychean robo-ball competition with limbs flying and blood spattering everywhere? Fear not. Mark my words. In the sweet dream of Penacony, there is no such thing as death. Any violence you witness is nothing more than harmless spectacle. The only thing real is the prize of having your wish come true. After all, this is the planet of chasing dreams. Here in Penacony, anyone with a dream in their heart has a chance to make it a reality. Now, brought to you by the Alfalfa family and proudly sponsored by Soulclad, the high-stakes battlefield where dreams are on the line, the first ever Penaconian Holy Grail War. Let the games begin.
At the same time, the host of the Holy Grail War is sitting elsewhere watching the advert with interest.
Terrific! I loved how you used the word survivor instead of victor to rally the contestants. Nothing stirs up a person's drive quite like the goal of simply staying alive.
Skott, how do you keep getting moved to these planets? How are you still in charge in any capacity after we have thoroughly trashed you twice?
What an inspiring speech, Mr. OT. Even Louis Fleming himself couldn't have done it better.
Easy on the sweet talk, kid. I'm not here for your flattery. I brought you in because I expect you to give it your all and become the survivor.
Don't get me wrong, Mr. OT. I'm honored you picked me, but I'm just a nobody, a bottom-tier cog in the IPC. And if the rumors are true, you're not exactly a fan of the IPC, so why me?
I sent invitations to Penacony's top shareholders and family heads, welcoming them to join this Holy Grail War. Some accepted. Others turned their noses up, dismissing my carefully orchestrated spectacle as just a marketing stunt. Seems like living in luxury has dulled the ambitions of the so-called elite. But underdogs like you're a whole different story. Now, remind me again, what wish would you make to the Grail?
Me, Skott? I'm just a lowly grunt trying to climb to a P-45 corporate rank.
What a delightfully mundane wish. You aren't even dreaming of rubbing shoulders with legends like Diamond or something. But compared to lofty nonsense like world peace, your dream is refreshingly grounded.
So, the Holy Grail, can it really grant my wish?
Of course it can. Kid, the command spell branded onto your hand is proof of your qualification. You've also summoned a servant. Witness their power for yourself.
Well, we are in a dream world where ice cream talks, wine bottles sing, and instruments play themselves. A grail that grants wishes and legendary figures resurrecting from history? Not so far-fetched here, I guess. But here's the bigger question. If the grail is real, why are you sharing it? Why turn this into a show? Let's face it, if I were in your shoes, I'd keep it to myself, make my wish quietly, and get filthy rich.
A sharp question, Skott. Let me put it this way. Picture an old man who survived 10 Amber Eras, navigated countless conspiracies and power struggles, accumulated an endless fortune, and climbed to the absolute pinnacle of Penacony. Now tell me, What's left for such a person to wish for?
More money and power? No one ever thinks they've got too much of either, right? I don't know. You tell me, Mr. OT.
You're already getting close, kid. But a single wish, that's far too small to satisfy me. I want to transform the Holy Grail War into an unprecedented form of entertainment in Penacony. Imagine meeting historical legends, summoning them as servants to fight for you, and finally making your wildest dreams come true. This will be Penacony's next grand spectacle, standing alongside the Charmony Festival as a beacon for the universe's attention. Dreamers and wealth beyond measure will pour in, far more than ever before. And for the first ever Holy Grail War, what story could be more compelling than the wish of a nobody coming true? Understand now?
Ah, I get it now. Don't worry, Mr. OT. I won't let you down. As a lone wolf, I've learned how to survive, no matter how desperate things are. But I'm not gonna lie, Mr. OT. Just now, during that broadcast, I saw someone who's dragged me down to rock bottom more times than I can count. Funny how fate works. He's here on this battlefield, too.
And we will drag you down for a third time.
Let me guess. You mean that nameless from the Astral Express? A real showboat and a tough competitor, I'd say.
A real showboat?
Oh, yeah. In terms of pure strength, the old me couldn't compete with that monster and his crew. But the person I am today, I'm not the same man I was back then. As a master, survival hinges on using your summoned heroic spirits, your servants, wisely, and utilizing their noble phantasms. Isn't that correct, Mr. Reca?
Mr. Reca? I saw him in the live stream, but it's so delightful he's back.
While the Holy Grail War is ongoing, please address me as Greedy, producer.
Mr. Reca, please.
Actually, during this war, he should call you by the code name Assassin.
Okay, wait, is Mr. Reca supposed to be Skott's servant? Is it like Skott wasn't powerful enough to actually get a brand, and so he's faking it?
You're right. In the current Penacony, the name Greedy carries no weight. Best not to bring it up.
You got a chance at a second life. It's best to let go of fragile pride, old friend.
Mr. Reca. Oh yeah, wasn't he getting like blackmailed by the monkeys in the last event?
Names tie you to your past. They also expose your weaknesses. A wise competitor hides their true self from the opposition. Listen up. I had to offer him film credits and the chance to experience a heroic spirit's memories just to convince that director to act as your vessel.
Okay, two things. One, I was correct. And two, I keep forgetting that he's technically one of the... Oh, what are they called? The people who have the little like pom-poms on their head. Because like I always forget this exists. So anytime my brain actually notices it, I'm like, oh yeah.
You've always dreamed of creating a masterpiece that would shake the world and cement your name in history, haven't you? On that point, you and Mr. Reca share the same goal. Don't waste the opportunity I've created for you.
Ah, so Mr. Reca is acting as a servant, quote unquote, to get further into the action.
Go record the stories of the participants in this Holy Grail War, and help this ambitious young man by your side fulfill his wish.
Following my master's command, my noble phantasm has already been trained on those you invited. I can show their movements to you both in real time.
Well done, assassin. With an ability like this, we're sure to stay ahead of the competition.
The participants who have accepted the invitation and plan to join the Holy Grail War are already under my noble phantasm's watch. So, producer, which one do you want to check out first?
I imagine their noble phantasm is their frog friend.
Producer, time's ticking. Let's hurry and check out the other participants.
Ooh, Adventurings, Boot Hill. Why is Pom Pom by themselves? Oh, we can't look at us.
Who the heck keeps tossing garbage around? The next passenger Pom Pom catches littering is going to have to write down the train's sanitation rules 100 times. Huh? The first Penaconian Holy Grail War? Inviting the Astral Express to join? Sounds like the kind of spectacle that might interest you. Seems like he's not around. Maybe I should pass this to March and Don Hong instead. Wait, why is there graffiti on Pom Pom's hand? Ugh, it won't come off. Who's behind this prank?
The world's turned upside down. Even the animals on the Astral Express can enter this tournament.
Mr. Odie, should I take care of this first?
No need. Letting a contestant like them compete just makes things even more interesting.
Mr. Pom Pom, it's been a while.
Now that's forking hilarious. Girl, I know my identity's a little touchy, but here in Dreamflux Reef, just call me by my name, all right? It sure has been a while since we last saw each other. Not since that monkey raised hell here. How'd your agent even let a big-time star like you put on a street performance like this?
A true singer doesn't only perform for the ones who can afford front row seats. Like you, Mr. Boothill. Your appearance here means something big's about to go down again in Dreamflux Reef. Doesn't it?
Hey now, don't go making me sound like some kind of walking disaster siren. You've heard of the Holy Grail War, right? The ads are everywhere. Nobody in Penacony could have missed it.
Wait, are you telling me you're joining the Holy Grail War?
Oh, why do you sound so shocked? Am I not supposed to?
That's not what I meant. Or maybe that is what I meant. As far as I know, only the family heads, IPC execs, and the Astral Express crew received invitations to this Holy Grail War. Basically, the decision makers of Penacony.
And ain't I Pom Pom, a member of the Astral Express?
That's not what I'm saying.
Relax. I'm just messing with you. For some reason, that old man went and sent an invitation to Dreamflux Reef, too. Micah figured things might go down the same way as they always do. The folks up top have their fun, and the people below take the hits. So, he sent me the invite. Said I might be interested.
I see. So, Mr. Micah's asking for your help in his own way.
Makes sense. I mean, after all, I'm a two-time hero of Penacony. Sunday, monkeys. Daggone my stupid mouth. Why'd I bring that up? Sorry. Listen, I don't care about any muddle-fudging Holy Grail, but a Holy Grail War. Now that sounds dangerous.
Yeah, I get that feeling too.
Summoning dead guys from their graves to duke it out. Winner takes all. That sounds like something those IPC shirtbags would come up with. No heckin' way I vibe with that kind of setup. But since I took Micah's request, I gotta see this through. Make sure things don't spiral out of control. Alright, time to get prepped. Up next, per the invite's instructions, summoning the heroic spirit. See ya.
the wanted criminal Boot Hill. Mr. OT, sir, can't you revoke his qualification? Letting a criminal join the Holy Grail War is way too dangerous. What if he wishes for every single IPC employee to drop dead? That'd be the end of us.
Kit, you're basically admitting you think that cowboy is going to win the whole thing. Where's your confidence? You gotta keep your head in the game. Once you accept the invitation and are branded with the command spells, your qualification as a master can't be revoked.
Then we should send out the bloodhounds and take that criminal down immediately.
But Mr. Boothill wasn't wrong, was he? He saved Penacony twice before. If we jump the gun and hunt him down now, that wouldn't be very tactful. Why are you so scared of this guy, Skott?
Let's just say there's some personal history. He's got a particularly brutal way of handling my department's people.
Oh, and isn't this your perfect shot at vengeance? Win this war, and you can bring that cocky cowboy crashing down yourself.
Don't worry, Mr. OT. Forget a small fry like Boot Hill. If the traps are set right and the schemes are airtight, even Louis Fleming wouldn't be able to escape.
Good. That ruthless streak of yours reminds me of my younger days.
Using memory bubbles as invitations, a very Penaconian thing to do.
But what's even more Penaconian is this omnipotent wish-granting chalice. Oh, listen to that. Doesn't it sound like a cheap business scam? Only someone from a backwater place like Eurilo 6 could be fooled by a trick like that.
Old OT serving up the nectar, but what kind of poison is mixed into the cup?
Madam Jade. Oh, don't tell me you're actually trying to figure out what kind of game this old man is playing.
Why not? Penacony's biggest tycoon throws away his usual image of polite deal-making to invite the family heads and shareholders to participate in this dream contest, promising afterward to grant a wish that someone could never fulfill on their own. Isn't that fascinating?
Fascinating? Well, people with real power wouldn't waste a second of their time on something like this. I mean, who would lower themselves just to entertain him? And if this so-called Holy Grail turns out to be nothing but a marketing gimmick, then things are gonna get really interesting.
Old OT oh, sorry.
You believe this omnipotent...
Let's try that again. Old OT knows that better than anyone, so what kind of return is big enough for him to risk the Alfalfa family's entire reputation?
Potent wish-granting chalice might actually be real.
Across the cosmos, ceremonies that tap into Penacony's power to create miracles aren't uncommon. The credit contracts I make with people, aren't they a form of wish fulfillment too? And even more so are the cornerstones we received.
So does that mean you're interested in accepting the invitation?
I am interested in the Holy Grail War, but not in the Grail itself. What intrigues me are the people who join this war for a so-called miracle.
Well, placing your hopes and dreams on some unknown Holy Grail. It's like dousing yourself in oil and diving straight through a ring of fire. It doesn't look promising. But it'll be one hell of a show.
And more than that, it's the perfect opportunity to watch and make connections. Only one lucky fool will walk away with the Grail, but the Bonage in exchange. No, the IPC Strategic Investment Department can grant everyone's wish. Our future strategy calls for more allies. Adventuring, you're going to accept the invitation to join the Holy Grail War, aren't you?
I knew it. Penacony and I just can't seem to stay apart. But I have to say, the way they mark the participants, not exactly pleasant.
Speaking of allies, a certain someone has returned to Penacony. Obviously, we can't have any official dealings with him, but since you've exchanged intel before, there's a little trust between you two. I want you to use this Holy Grail War as a chance to strengthen that trust.
As you wish.
Wait, you're telling me the Strategic Investment Department is joining too?
What's wrong, Mr. Scott? As a member of the Marketing Development Department, their reach shouldn't extend to you, right?
That's right, Mr. OT. Besides, with you backing me up, even Lewis Fleming...
Let's just let Lewis Fleming rest for now. Mr. Scott, the IPC is just one of many choices in this vast cosmos. Sometime...
The stage is set, and the characters are all in position. But, Master, for you and me, this Holy Grail War comes with a few complications.
The stage is set, the characters are all in position, but Matt, no. I skipped over Odie's voice line. Sorry, I didn't know if I moved it would do that.
Yeah, the competition this time is no joke.
No. What I mean is, if you look at the backstories of the participants, they generally fall into 3 categories. Those who are in direct competition with your department, those who have a personal grudge against your department, and those who see you as their sworn enemy.
We do hate Scott in this household.
In other words, from a narrative standpoint, every single participant we've identified so far is likely to target you first.
It's us. You call that a complication? Like I didn't already know everyone here has a bone to pick with me?
A little personal wisdom. Not everyone is your enemy, kid. Learn to separate conflict of interest from personal vendetta. And the key difference? The first one can be negotiated. The second? Not so much. So, if I were you...
You'd deal with the personal vendettas first. Much appreciated, Mr. OT. I'll keep that in mind.
What a poetic twist. Old rivals, now destined to settle the score on the Holy Grail War's stage.
Lucky for me, I drew the best possible card. Assassin. With your noble phantasm, we should have the upper hand.
That said, knowing your opponent's next move isn't enough. It's like having a script but never actually shooting the film. Let me remind you, Master, your least favorite Nameless is preparing the ritual to summon a servant right now.
Okay, I get that he's trying to go under a code name, but your outfit is much too striking, and you are much too well known. Mr. Reca, I'm gonna need you to do a costume change if you intend to go under the radar.
Nameless, I gotta take care of you first. Can't have any loose ends hanging around.
Next up is the moment we've all been waiting for. The Nameless will step into the summoning circle, chant the spell, and summon one of the greatest souls in Penaconian history. Who will it be? The legendary Dreamweaver Glocks? Or perhaps the first Bloodhound? Let's find out!
Oh, okay. So it actually is summoning, like, Penacony history characters, but I imagine whatever Scott is going to do to try and sabotage it is what's going to allow us to access Earth's history characters. Got it. But also, if we were summoning people, and it was Penacony people specifically, would it not be, the Nameless? Like, would it literally not be Misha?
The stage is set. Now step into the summoning circle and begin the ritual. All right, let's begin.
Heed my words. My will creates your body, and your sword creates my destiny.
If you heed the Express's whistle and obey the crispy, crumbly pom-pom pie, then answer!
I have not come to bring all the good in the world, but I am fated to perish, defeating all evil in the world.
7 souls flowing from the Ember Lord's stony hearts.
Come forth from the circle of binding, guardian of the scales.
You waited for a while, but nothing happened.
So, where's the servant?
There was no light pollution, no exciting music, and no soul that came down from the sky. There was only an awkward silence.
Where's my servant?
Oh, I wish I could capture this pathetic little moment of yours and pass it down as a family heirloom for generations. I was actually worried you'd luck out and summon some terrifying servant. But turns out you're just plain cursed. Compared to you, even I seem less of a lone wolf now that I have a servant. Maybe I should let you borrow the title for a couple of days.
Are you my servant? You again.
Skott? You again? Ugh, why is it always you?
What? You think I came all this way just to get payback? Oh, don't flatter yourself. I'm here to chase my dream. I don't care about you at all. Seriously, your existence has zero impact on my mental state. None, nada, nothing at all. I'm completely unbothered. Totally.
Doth protest too much. Sighs.
Let's not waste time. Your summoning ritual just flopped. This is the perfect moment to serve you every ounce of humiliation you once dealt me, with interest.
I can still beat you all up with my own hands. I don't even need a servant for that.
But hey, I'm a fair guy. Since you failed to summon a servant, I won't use mine to beat you either. Boys, go get 'em.
Uh-huh.
Specialist Skott! You never said the enemy was this strong!
This is way out of our league!
Show no mercy.
Don't forget to file my overtime pay!
You idiots! Hold the line!
Conflict is pitiless!
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all!
Serenity is before me. Here, this thunder. Show no mercy.
It's on me.
The dead return! Is that it?
Watch your head.
Tormented doubt, farewell. I will watch over you and guide you on your path. Conflict is pitiless.
No dirty tricks.
All in. Serenity is before me. Here, this thunder.
These useless mooks are even worse than I thought. Anyways, just fall back for now.
Skott! That's all you've got? Guess it's my turn to hunt you down now.
Oh, this is so funny. Get him! He can run, though. We'll give him that.
You really had the guts to chase me down, huh? What a shame. Your Holy Grail war ends right here.
Isn't this on live television?
Target is in position. Ready, assassin?
Ready to roll, producer. A blood-splattered interstellar slasher comedy. Action.
Again, my brother, in all things, if you're trying to keep the fact that you're Mr. Reca under wraps, you can't talk like that.
What are these things?
Just some disposable extras. Nothing special.
Watch your mouth. You're very valuable to me.
Guide you on your path. Conflict is pitiless. serenity is before me.
Here, this thunder.
Oh my gosh, I have Scott's face on them.
Show no mercy.
Until I yell cut, these extras will keep performing forever.
Look at it. It literally has Scott's face on it.
I'll exhaust you!
I mean, that's honestly not a terrible...
Expend freely.
Oh, wait. Wait.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
Pause. Can I see dialogue? No. Darn it. Okay, because they don't have a voice. I can't show you what they were saying. But it's like, someone was like, and it had question marks. It was like, playing in a Holy Grail war.
What is it we're waiting for?
Locha, give me a minute. And then if you keep acting like this, it'll never be finished or something like that. Ooh. Archer?
That spear! What just happened? It wiped the field!
And or Lancer? Lancer!
Don't tell me this guy's your servant! Assassin, do something!
Someone's crashed the set, producer. I'm not built for frontline combat, and that guy is bad news. So, how about we take the smart approach and run?
Huh. So he put his master into spirit form too. Assassin class, always such a pain in the neck. Oh, don't thank me just yet. My plan was to take you out next. Lancer, please. You can call me Lancer. That's not my true name, of course, but since you'll be out of the game soon, well, it doesn't even matter. Oh my god, how a touch taller is Lancer compared to us? Farewell, master with no servant. Are you my master? Saber. Contract form. Servant summoned. I thought we were gonna get Archer. Does that mean Adventuring's getting Archer? That's so funny, actually. What a terrible reunion. That's what I was thinking too, Lancer, but as long as I stand here, I won't let you lay a hand on my master. Well, kid, you just hit the jackpot. I'm so bummed that Lancer isn't available if he's in the game. It's safe now, Master. Are you hurt? We've crossed swords a few times in the past Holy Grail wars. Our allegiances often clash, but he's not a bad person. I've noticed that as well. The Holy Grail granted me the knowledge I need to participate in this war, but much of it makes no sense. This world is completely foreign to me. I forgot to introduce myself. You may call me by my servant class, Saber, or by my true name, Altria Pendragon. I was once the king of knights in Camelot. I assume you know nothing about this place either? It seems that from the very foundation of our existence, we hail from two entirely different worlds. To help this servant understand this dream world bathing in memoria, you go on a lecture about interstellar travel and cosmic geography. There we go. Only to suddenly hear a thunderous rumble. It seems the lady knight before you is starving. Forgive me, I must seem rather undignified. You may not realize it, but this world has almost no magical energy. And as the heroic spirit from a completely unknown realm, I can't draw power from the fame or mystics. So to maintain my combat strength, I need a lot of energy intake. Master, do you know anywhere around here that this serves large portions? Not at all. I've never been particular about taste. Besides, hunger is the best seasoning.
Come on! I'll take you to try the local specialty, Halovian winged burgers. No way your world has that.
At the same time, in the golden hour. Who summoned Lancer then?
I've always been a gambler, teetering between bad luck and incredible fortune. But even for me, this draw of the cards is a bit...
Still, I have to say, I kind of like your servant. A partner who plays by the rules and knows his boundaries. I'd take that over you schemers any day. At least he's trustworthy.
Oh, no doubt he's an incredible servant, but who exactly are you in Penaconian history?
Master, do I look like I have any ties to this bizarre world of yours?
Oh, looks like, just like your servant, he's from another world.
Oh, so did Boot Hill get Lancer? That's actually a relief. At least this nightmare of indulgence and debauchery isn't my world's future.
Oh, forkin' hell. So, 2 outsiders summoned 2 more outsiders. What kind of xenophobic Holy Grail war is this?
Make that 3. There are 3 servants from another world here. Oh. Nah, I can't say his name. Kukulian. Things didn't go your way, huh? Did you just say my true name out loud? Ever heard of tact? What's the big deal? No one here knows us. No one's ever even heard of Irind, the Hound of Kulan. But that also means we're at a huge disadvantage. We're fighting against heroic spirits who get buffed by the world's power.
Man, all I asked you to do was a little recon. How'd you end up looking this beat?
Don't even start. I almost got 2 masters in one sweep, but the assassin covered his master's escape, and the other one, that gray hair kid, summoned.
Oh, fork. Gray hair. Oh, that's one of ours. Why the heck were you fighting him?
Boot Hill. You're the one who told me to go after the most annoying targets.
Guess we'll have to clear up that little misunderstanding when we meet. You said his heroic spirit is like you guys.
That's right, Master. Their servant is. A saber we're very familiar with. Her? Well, that is an unexpected reunion.
Are you guys often summoned into worlds that aren't your own?
Aren't our own. Most of the time we're in situations that are foreign to us. Someone else's era, nation, war. But I've never seen a world so completely alien before. That said, as a counter-guardian, you don't need to know what that means. My job is to show up when a Holy Grail war goes wrong. Maybe the other 2 were pulled here for the same reason. I see, so it's your fault we're all stuck here.
Okay, what do you mean by a wrong Holy Grail war? Do you mean that in your world, the Holy Grail war is a common ritual, but in our world, old Odie completely botched the process?
It's not exactly normal in our world either, but you guys definitely screwed it up. First off, the Grail is not a toy, and it surely isn't something amateur mages like you should be messing with. And this time, our physical bodies weren't even constructed from magical energy. If I had to guess, the so-called Grail must have tapped into something similar to magecraft to craft the pseudo-Holy Grail war. A corrupted ritual, a Holy Grail in the hands of someone who is the host of this war. Lancer, do you want me to spell it out? Might as well slap mastermind on their forehead. Well, at least my master this time doesn't seem like the kind of idiot who'd abuse their command spells.
Well, that makes things simple. We just find the muddle fudger behind this Holy Grail war and drag them out into the open.
But what if they're waiting for us to come knocking so they can wipe us all out in one go? It's so annoying but unavoidable. I believe I'm the only one here with formal training in magecraft. I'll try and analyze our enemy's setup, see if I can figure out their real goal. Kuklian. Oh my gosh, I just remembered how to say his name. It took too long. As for you guys, whether you hide or attack head on, you should be safe for now. A breeze blows past and the blue-haired man disappears.
He's texting me now. What the fork? These lines. Did he just get possessed by the Night of Beauty? Whatever. It's not the first time he's acted like this.
What? Already hitting you up for revenge?
Nah, he wants us to meet at Clock Studios theme park. Says he wants to talk about an alliance.
In the meantime, at Dreamflux Reef.
I thought a heroic spirit would look... I don't know... more special?
This isn't quite my true form. But I'm afraid this is the only way I can appear before you. Summon at your request. I am... Caster. I would of course prefer to be honest with you. But every time I try to say my own true name, it turns into this.
Dissonance? But that's your name.
It was. But it's been trademarked, copyrighted, owned by someone else. I'm sorry, Master.
Just call me Robin. I'm not used to being called anything else.
Miss Robin. I'm sorry if this isn't what you were hoping for. I'm just a faded star from the age of dreaming. A piece of dead skin in an industry that sheds its past without a second thought. I was brilliant. Once. Who was I? Well, maybe you'd find the answer buried in some old, forgotten magazine. They used to call me the Eternal Silver Screen Beauty. The Golden Note of Shipei's legacy. I've had even more names. But ever since I first stepped into the limelight, I've never had my own. Not even in death. Not even now. When I've been dragged from the grave to perform on this new world's old stage. Every time I even try to speak my name, it gets drowned out by that cursed dissonance. But it's my name. My name. Mine. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Let it out. I get it. Sometimes I want to lose control too. When we're on stage, under the spotlight, performers like us have to keep our composure. Since you can't use your real name, what should I call you?
Caster. That's the title the Grail assigned me.
No, I don't like that. I want a name you chose, not a name that was chosen for you.
Thank you, Miss Robin. Then, call me Miss Note. For now. Funny. I don't remember being this emotional when I was alive. Maybe my fractured spirit origin is affecting my personality. No true name. No noble phantasm. Just this ridiculous talent for theatrics. But I'll do what I can. However little that may be, I'll fight for you and myself to earn a chance to wish upon the Holy Grail.
You want to win? To me, the only real victory is making this war disappear. And that's something weapons can never achieve. Only song can do that.
But people always remember the ones who win wars, never the ones who try and end them. Whether you want to end this war or win it, you're going to need allies. No performance is complete with only the lead on stage.
I know. I was just thinking the same thing. Out of everyone in this war, there are at least 2 people I can trust. I've already invited one of them, and I plan to lay everything on the table for him.
Penacony, cityscapes floating in the sky like clouds, where ice cream and cotton candy just chirp and jump straight into your mouth. This is incredible. Just like you said, Master, the world is steeped in dreams. But it wasn't until we arrived at this place, Dreamflux Reef, that I truly understand why the Holy Grail chose this world. Because every shining palace has its forgotten corners, gathering dust, ignored, and in those places there are people with countless unfulfilled wishes. That's why the Grail would come here. This land proves Penacony isn't a dream kingdom, but an exaggerated reflection of reality.
All right, enough about that. Let's find something to eat. Listening to your stomach rumble is making me hungry too.
Sturvets don't bring money when they materialize in the world. Is your wallet good to go? Good, I'll make sure to repay you with glorious victory.
Almost there, Saber. Up ahead is the Dreamscape fast food restaurant.
A restaurant in an unknown world. I wonder what kind of delicious surprises await us. Obviously, it's not that what happened, but can you imagine if Sunday had died like Acolia did in the final boss fight? And then in this event, Robin summons Sunday, but he, like the caster that she did summon, Miss Note, he like does not retain most of his memories and can't speak his name. That would have been rough.
My dear guests, welcome. What would you like to eat? Wait a minute. Isn't that our festive superstar? You're here for that Holy Grail War, right? Oh, please. This is Dreamflux Reef, and news spreads like wildfire in this place. And this must be the heroic spirit you summoned, huh? Dare I ask, miss, which famous person from Penaconian history do you represent?
Sorry, but in the Holy Grail War, revealing my true name would be a major breach of security.
Gotcha. Like a secret recipe, huh?
Why don't you tell me this instead? What's the best dish on the menu?
If this is your first time in Dreamflux Reef, I highly recommend the Halovian Winged Burger. It's a burger you won't find anywhere else. Our store only uses pure organic ingredients sourced from the Memory Zones farms. The soil they're cultivated in is free of harmful emotion.
Thank you, but no need to explain. We'll go with the Halovian Winged Burger.
All right. We'd like 100 burgers.
Okay, wait. Did you say 100? Are you sure about that?
The lady next to me needs to replenish some energy.
With so many Halovian Winged Burgers, it'll take a little time to prepare. Please be patient, folks.
So, Saber, what wish would you make to the Holy Grail?
If I'm lucky enough to win, I hope... Hold on, let's talk later, Master. I sense another servant approaching.
2 Halovian Wing Burgers, 2 bottles of Sousa juice. Miss Note, is that okay?
Of course. But I'm afraid this isn't exactly a quiet spot to dine. We have a rather noticeable servant in front of us.
It's been a while. Miss Note, this is the trustworthy friend I mentioned to you earlier.
Oh, they're friends of yours, Master? I feel like we're friends with the majority of the people taking part in this competition. I love having Sunday and Robin right next to each other. It delights me.
Excuse me. Could you please put their meals on my tab as well? Also, make sure we have a quiet dining experience. No interruptions from the other guests. I'll leave an extra tip for that. Thanks.
All right, you can rest easy. No one's gonna bother you while you're eating.
Miss Servant, over there? Could you turn down the murderous look? If your hand's always on your sword, I'll have to step in to protect Miss Robin.
This is the Holy Grail War. Please forgive me, but I'll stay on guard until I'm sure you don't mean any harm to my master.
Sorry to interrupt, dear guest, but if you're gonna fight, maybe you should eat first. Your Halovian Wing Burgers are ready.
So, let's eat first?
Agreed.
You 2 ordered all of this?
With quiet poise and grace, the 2 servants polished off the Halovian Wing Burgers.
It seems they've all calmed down after eating. The dinner table really is the best place for diplomacy. No problem at all. I love seeing people smile after they're full. But your servant's appetite is truly impressive.
Miss Saber, I don't remember anyone like you in the history of Penacony.
That's because I don't come from Penaconian history. In fact, I don't come from the history of your world at all.
I don't quite understand what you mean.
I am the King of Knights, who once ruled the Kingdom of Britain in another world. I don't exist in Penaconian history, and thus I shouldn't have been summoned to this Holy Grail War. But in reality, there is at least one other heroic spirit in this world who also comes from another world.
Forgive me for asking such a naive question, but what exactly are you heroic spirits? Are you truly the souls of historical figures who have passed?
Let's put it like this. Heroic spirits are those who have been remembered by history. When summoned by the Holy Grail, they materialize in the form of bodies made of magical energy and use special abilities, noble phantasms, which are based on their famous deeds in life.
Magical energy, noble phantasms. Do these things really exist?
How should I explain this? This is a world where mystics are extremely rare. The magecraft I know likely can't function as usual, so many things in this Holy Grail War are different than in the past. My body is no longer composed of magical energy, but other fundamental elements, but you must note, being a caster, you should have a better idea than I do of what has happened.
In life, I wasn't anyone special, so I'm quite surprised to have been summoned as a heroic spirit. I don't have the sense of security that Miss Saber has, nor have I even retained my true name. I honestly don't know what a servant as weak as I am can do for my master.
Miss Note.
Even so, the fact that you were summoned by the Holy Grail means that you must have left behind your own story and history, and in the Holy Grail War, the strength of a heroic spirit is not an absolute condition for victory.
Well said. My brother once told me that Penacony is a land of empty legends and no true heroes. To him, the historical figures of Penacony, the legendary heroes, are all just half-truths. Images created by later generations, like products in a store window. Even their dreams turn into reality TV prizes. But at this moment, whether it's the otherworldly Miss Saber or the historical Miss Note, I'm certain you both are more real than that. And not just some commercialized product.
Master, thank you for your comforting words. But in my current state, with my true name sealed, and not to mention being an enemy of that saber, I fear it would be difficult to protect you in front of other opponents, let alone help you achieve your dreams.
I'm the last remaining head of the Oak family, a Chord Master of Harmony. I'm not as fragile as you think. And as of now, I no longer have a wish to entrust to the Holy Grail.
Master, what exactly are you saying? If you no longer have a wish to entrust to the Holy Grail, why did you accept the command spell, step into the summoning circle, and call me here?
I joined this game held by old Odie with mixed feelings. Because at first, I did have a vague idea in mind. My brother once summoned a higher power to intervene here for his own wishes, hoping to turn Penacony into a utopia in dormancy. He failed, and now must walk the road of atonement. But the impact of his actions still lingers in the hearts of the people of Penacony. I wanted to use the Holy Grail to erase and heal those scars, to make up for my brother's mistakes, and now I realize I was wrong. Summoning Miss Note to the present world showed me that the Holy Grail does possess some sort of power. And entrusting my vague, unclear wish to an unknown entity would lead us down a very dangerous path. Regardless of my intentions, my wish is still selfish. It's no different from my brother's wish. I'm sorry, Miss Note. But the moment I summoned you, I realized my true feelings. The people of Penacony are not so weak that they need Enna's dream to save them. I shouldn't ask the Holy Grail for anything. What concerns me more is What exactly does old Odie want to use the Holy Grail for?
The Holy Grail War is indeed suspicious. Or this Holy Grail War. You may not know, but in my world, the Holy Grail War was originally a ritual for mages, one that needed to preserve its mysticism in order to obtain the power to create miracles. This old Odie, the host, is opening and displaying the ritual to the public. This should have tainted it, making it impossible to carry out. I have experienced many Holy Grail Wars and seen many different ritual forms, but this one is unlike anything before. In my view, it's best to proceed with caution. Master, what do you think?
That's right. Exactly.
From what I know of old Odie, he won't stop this game no matter what.
So I want to form an alliance with as many participants as possible. Until we clearly understand the true nature of this Holy Grail War and the power of the Grail, we shouldn't make any wishes too hastily.
You're a worthy successor of the Oak family, Master. But I think your plan for alliances is a bit idealistic. Each participant and their servant have their own desires, and until the final winner is decided, no one can guarantee that your trusted friend and his saber won't turn their blades on us.
Hey.
But, for now, I'll follow your lead. However, if the situation changes when trying to form alliances with other servants, I'll make my own decisions.
Huh? Boothill just sent me a really long text message.
I got one too. Was it a mass text?
Oh wait, and then Boothill said that he got a text from Kalis being like, that doesn't really sound like them. It sounds more like Argenti, but whatever, we'll just go with it. They've done weird stuff before, and so now we have this super long text from Boothill. I feel like this is Mr. Reca's doing. Pier Point Standard Heist, LFG 34. To my dearest masters, greetings to you all. I am Boothill, the Galaxy Ranger. As the evening breeze, as Donna carries with it the tender whispers of approaching summer, I humbly pray that your noble selves remain in radiant health, untouched by the vexations of seasonal ailments, so as not to miss the splendor of the midsummer's enchanting beauty. Though but a humble fugitive, it is my profound honor to stand alongside your esteemed selves in the pursuit of the Holy Grail. As such, with a heart brimming with reverence and gratitude, I extend to you a most earnest invitation to Gray's Clock Studio theme park with your presence. There I shall humbly offer a modest feast of wine and fare in your esteemed company. In this season of Summon's Retreat, Clock Studio theme park is transformed into a realm of poetic wonder, a paradise on earth that promises to etch unforgettable memories upon your hearts. Should you deign to accept my invitation, I'd be overjoyed beyond measure. I shall eagerly await your reply. May this humble gathering serve as a cherished testament to the bond we share, and may it bestow upon you a moment of delight and respite amidst your noblest endeavors. With the highest regards and the deepest wishes, here's to you salutations from yours humbly, Boothill.
Is this a text from Mr. Boothill?
No.
Putting the content aside, Boothill isn't exactly good at typing, let alone this kind of formal letter format.
Looks like the mutual slaughter has already begun.
See? Peace is just the interlude in a war. That Boothill. He's probably already been taken down.
No. He's a seasoned warrior. There's no way he's out this early. But someone must have gotten their hands on his phone and is using his identity to lure us to Clock Studios theme park.
This invitation is written so earnestly, I guess we'll have to graciously accept.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. If we rush over now, there's still a chance to save Mr. Boothill. What do you all think?
Count me in too. The enemy has set up a trap. If we pull back now, we avoid the risk, but losing 2 allies would put us at an even greater disadvantage in later attacks.
Then let's head out.
Aren't we supposed to meet up here? Where did they go? Something's off. Maybe someone got the jump on him, took him and his servant out before we got here.
With all due respect, if that hypothetical enemy could easily defeat your friend Saber, then none of us here would be walking away alive.
Or maybe our old friend is concerned about an IPC employee showing up. So they're lurking in the shadows to assess us.
Oh, were you enemies once?
Well, past enemies can still become present-day allies. Am I right, cowboy?
Even with the IPC, you should at least trust me after we went through so much together. Hey, come on out. Let's chat about joining forces as a team. You ain't gonna get hurt.
Oh, they aren't coming. I went through a lot of possibilities in my head before we got here. But I never expected to face the most ridiculous of them all.
A shirtbag pulled off a scam on a Galaxy Ranger. Listen up, fork and shirtbags. Ain't no matter who you are or what you want to do. I've got you surrounded. Pop out now. Don't say I didn't warn you when you stub your toe on the way to the underworld.
Did you hear that? Oh, he's gonna kill us if we don't give ourselves up. Oh, he's every inch a serious criminal with a huge bounty on his head. I'm positively shaking in my boots with how he talks.
Oh, of course it's Mr. Reca that sent that text message.
Huh? Wait, isn't that Mr. Aventurine of the 10 Stonehearts? Why is a criminal wanted by the IPC walking around with an IPC executive, Sir, if that blasted cowboy's got you kidnapped at gunpoint, just give me a blink. Or maybe you two are actually friends? An IPC executive secretly in cahoots with a cosmic fugitive. Assassin, you've got to grab this awesome scene on film.
Oh, your servant is Mr. Reca? No. Wait, now that I'm looking at him, there's something off.
No, I feel like you were correct originally, Adventuring. That is Mr. Reca. I'm like, mostly sure. But okay, we'll just pretend we don't understand that, but okay.
Hey, you know him? The guy in the IPC uniform next to Reca?
There are more IPC employees who know my face than there are grains of sand in Sigonia's desert. You think I can remember them all?
The absolute shade, Adventuring, please.
Oh, wretched brat. You think I'm scared of you just because you're a Stoneheart? The Strategic Investment Department's reach may be long, but it will never reach my neck of the woods. After I win the Holy Grail, I will make everyone do as I say. I'll make you all kneel before me and beg for mercy, then have you bark like dogs, oink like pigs. No, croak like frogs.
What a waste, using the Holy Grail to make people do animal noises.
So old Odie even sent invitations to your department? But I thought you folks barely stationed anyone at Penacony. Unless your name is...
Huh? Oh, have you actually heard of me?
Never mind. There's no way I'd ever remember the name of some nobody.
Adventuring, what is this sass level you brought? You don't even need to use Archer, you're gonna kill them with your words.
Ha! You high and mighty executives have never treated us basic workers as people! You would send me to a primitive post like the Cienjo with one word, and switch me over to Penacony with the next! I thought Penacony might be a juicy gig, but all I've done every day is talk business to a bunch of papashi! It's making my neck crank even worse!
Papeshi, that's what it is.
But hey, all of that'll soon be a thing of the past. Aventurine, ha! I'll replace you and become the new Stoneheart of that name. Assassin, use your noble phantasm to bring me victory!
Huh? Do I finally get to see this shrimp servant in action? Archer, get ready for a fight.
Adventuring looks so funny. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. What's with the happy smile?
The filming has begun, actors. Take your position, let the camera roll, let the film spin, and let us return to the silent horror picture show. Ready? Action!
Wait, this isn't spirit form. He just vanished right before our eyes. The servant's presence concealment is more disturbing than I imagined. Wait. Where's your voice? Where's my voice? Fork in hell, son of a fork. It's no use. I've tried analyzing this bounded field. It doesn't just mute sound. Something far more dangerous is closing in. If there's no sound, then how'd you know what I just said? Look, there are subtitles here. Adventuring, please. Okay, this is probably gonna be the snippet for this when I put it up on YouTube, is this right here. Not him just acknowledging the subtitles.
I've always wanted to see you people like this. A bunch of idiots subjected to my every whim.
That's not fair. Why do you get to have a voice?
And why have you been reduced to this, may you ask? Because now I am the protagonist. You extras will never be treated in the same way as me. I can't wait to hear what kind of petrified screams you'd be making in this horror show. Oh, wait. Oops, I forgot. No one can hear their own screams in Assassin's Noble Phantasm.
I like that they're both just like, this B-rate villain. Not even worth the acknowledging. A moment later, the cowboy's friends arrived, equally clueless. It's unusually quiet. No sign of Mr. Boohill or any of the enemies who lured us here. I'll protect everyone to the best of my ability. Please don't stray too far from me, but with the enemy in the shadows and us out in the open, even the greatest caution can't guarantee our safety. In a wide open area like this, if the enemy sends archers to attack from range, we'll lose the initiative and be at a serious disadvantage. From what I know of old Odie, he's the type to hire the lowest scum as his pawn, summoning the most wicked servant to eliminate everything in its way. Or anything in its way. Haven't you noticed? Since earlier, our voices vanish when we speak. Clears throat. That's true. Could it be the enemy's so-called noble phantasm? More importantly, everyone, I have a question. In this world's history, is it possible for a non-primate to become a heroic spirit? Say a billboard, or maybe a TV? If it were an Intellitron, that's at least plausible, but a billboard or a TV? Then what's that thing up ahead? A TV appeared out of nowhere. It turns its polished rear to the crowd. Creak, creak, creak. It's obviously a trap. If this is a decoy, the real enemy is probably lurking nearby, waiting for us to take the bait. We should steer clear of this trap. A frigid force drags you violently back to where you started, and then a voice you all know too well murmurs by your ear.
Ha! You want to leave after entering Boss Scott's turf? In your dreams!
Why does it sound like a dog is barking? Skott, the IPC specialist who does those bionic voice impressions? Unbelievable. Skott really made a name for himself. Even the acclaimed Robin knows who he is. Alright, I'm the one who told her. Can't the guy share a few wild travel stories with his friends every now and then? The brief silence that lingers between you was enough to convey every ounce of fury and exasperation from this old acquaintance. See, always so hasty. The battered TV wobbles, buzzing with static noise, but alas, this is a silent film. You can't hear a single crackle of the snowflakes. Seriously, it's not the time for this. Watch out for his servant. That guy turned the whole place into...
Supporting characters with no voice dubbing shouldn't waste the audience's time with your lines. Ready! Action!
Mr. Reca is also bringing shade, apparently. Midnight Chainsaw Rhapsody. The Silent Stage Act 1. Lead actors, Skott. You all wake in a sealed chamber, the TV static crackles, singing death's lullaby. Separated from your servants, you run into another pair of familiar enemies. As for your cowboy and songstress companions, vanish without a trace. Why are you here? Scott sent a scam text to Mr. Boothill in your name, and you know how that goes. How am I going to make him bark this time? Forget that third-rate nobody. What I really want to know is, where did he send our servants? Spitting up in a horror movie, that's a death flag. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. That monster in the room sure is an eyesore. A nameless corpse lies before you. Didn't ask why it's still twitching. Or don't ask. More importantly, you find no clues on it, but I've got a little hint for you all. You are employees of the International Peace Corporation. To reward your outstanding performance this year, the IPC has organized a special vacation at a hotel. But when you arrive, the hotel is completely empty. As midnight strikes, its true nature is revealed. This place. This is already the 5th room. Hey, can you hear me? What a bunch of troublesome fools. I can't believe that even you fell for it, Archer. Just so we're clear, I was against this from the start, but those 2 blockheads insisted on investigating. Now it's 3 blockheads, masters of the otherworldly Holy Grail War, and not a hint of caution among them. That's how I end up with frown lines. Isn't it a little late for it to say all that? Listen carefully. This place. This Holy Grail War is strange indeed. It's my fault. I have failed as a servant. I should have kept my master away from this trap. Master, I saw your subtitles. I'll find a way to get you out. Hold on. If I were the enemy, I'd disguise myself as a master and wait just behind the door for a perfect ambush. Archer, listen to my voice. It's obviously me, right? Sorry, this is a silent film. All I see is a line of subtitles under the door with the name Adventuring slapped on it. If you want to prove you're really my master, you have to spill 10 humiliating secrets only my real master would know. Guys, I can't with this. This is so funny. You really don't know who I am. Would this ever end? This is a horror film, people. Background characters start acting scared. This place was once an IPC prison where criminals were banished. Its deadly traps ensured none escape. Now the inmates have passed, leaving only bloodthirsty, vengeful spirits. I've wanted to ask this since your first line. Why target the IPC workers? Back when this was still a prison, the IPC scoundrels turned it into a living hell. What do audience love most? Watching those criminals suffer. Saw off someone's leg and the door unlocks automatically, but if nothing happens after a system hour... Is this Saw? Are we doing the first Saw movie? Boom, the room explodes. You, the guests, will also go up in flames. I know this one. The room you can't leave unless you do a particular thing. It's one of the classic tropes from Penacony's vintage horror flicks. By sheepe, I did not expect someone your age to know that much about Penacony's early dream bubble cinema. You have a bright future ahead. That's right, I was the one who gave the world my genius vision when my first film in Penacony's early days. So this noble phantasm is based on that. This guy's really getting carried away and started babbling. Nice work, Master. No wonder the scene feels so awkwardly shoved in. Now it all makes sense. Randomly cobbling together old school horror tropes? Yeah, not exactly groundbreaking. My man is so sassy even when he can't speak. Take that sawing off someone's leg bit. Originally the protagonist was restrained by ferrofluid shackles and had no choice but to cut their own leg off, but here it's just a lazy copy and paste. It really is a Saw. Kid, I take back every compliment I said about you. Your screams will be played on loop in the most conspicuous spot in Greedy Films. Revealing your true name on purpose. Let me guess, just part of your dramatic flair, huh?
You fool! How did you let your true name slip like that? Isn't that supposed to be a heroic spirit's greatest weakness? Assassin!
Don't panic, producer. I'm not some legendary hero or anything like that. Just ask him, what does great even mean in Penacony? As expected, soon you'll see who Penacony's greatest director is. For now, I'll slip behind the scenes. So what will it be? Self-sacrifice, or will you turn your blades at each other right before my eyes? Take what little time you have left and talk it over, but keep stalling, and well, tick, tick, boom. Discuss with Adventurine about your next steps. I mean, because this is a Saw movie, right? Because literally it's like the dead body in the floor. They should both be chained up. One of them has to cut off their leg to get out the door. Like, this body should still be alive if this is literally the Saw movie. Oh, you finally meet a kindred spirit and I don't even get any fan benefits? Master, you heard him. Pick a leg, left or right. Honestly, if I could get a bonus, I'd rather go for an arm with the command spells. Hey, you're my servant, remember? At least consider cutting off Kaelus's leg instead. Wait, old pal, don't give me that look. I was kidding. Everyone, don't dance his tune. Don't let him pull us along. The more chaos he sows, the calmer we have to be. Still, not turning on each other yet. Room's about to blow. Let's vote. I vote for my flamboyant master. Archer, no. Hey, no need to egg things on. You already figured out the real answer, didn't you? A sealed room, a bomb about to go off. It sounds dramatic, but rationally speaking, as a servant, wouldn't it be easier to just cut the door down? Master, please take 2 steps back. The sword-wielding girl unleashes a fierce shout. Correct. The lock splits and the door creaks open. Master, stay close to me. I don't know what the assassin plans to do next, but it's still dangerous here. Using brute force in a horror film? Heroic spirits from another world clearly have no sense of art. A blonde beauty like you, shouldn't you be screaming for help and waiting for the hero to save the day? Skulking assassin, once I reach you, scream all you want. Call for anyone to save you. And you better reach me first. Thanks for your recklessness. The hotel's chainsaw spirit has been awakened by the noise. Protagonist, take the stage.
Trying to run? Did I, the protagonist, ever give you permission to run? As the star of this film, I'll be the one to personally tear you all apart limb by limb. You see these chainsaws in my hand? With assassin's power, these 2 poison saws can cut 3 times the blink of an eye. That's 6 cuts in one go. I can see 4 chainsaw reversals. You won't escape me even if you turn into a swallow.
Moment to doubt farewell. Here, this thunder.
I'm not... What kind of evil spirit gets beaten to a pulp by its victims? Ugh, forget it. Producer, take 5. We'll be needing you again later. So this is the power of heroic spirits from another world. Figures. Penacony's just a backwater speck with Tim Amber eras, with no real legend or history. Of course we pale in comparison to true heroes. But that's also why you're going to lose. I'll take each of you runaways one by one and turn you into obedient extras for my film. Pray tell, does anyone look like they're running from you? Adventuring, please! The man is already dead! Don't get ahead of yourself. Act 2 is about to begin. After a brief pause, we exchange the information you've gathered with one another. Boot Hill, Robin, and Miss Note are all still missing. Skott and his servant could strike again at any time, so they're giving us time to breathe, huh? Guess they're pretty confident about their trump card. Archer's master, you seem very familiar with films. What do you know about this Brady? I've only heard the name before. The guy was some terrible director back in Penacony's early days. He cranked out a ton of cheap horror silent films and was a master of interesting commercial gimmicks. But people in Penacony forgot about his name ages ago. I only found the film he used to trap us through sheer luck. Picked it up at an interstellar junk market. So what, we're dealing with a total nobody? That's not good. What makes you say that? As heroic spirits who left a mark in history, our legends usually hint at our greatness weakness, like that one warrior who bathed in the river of the underworld and became invincible except for his heel. Ah, Achilles. I was hoping you'd know something about the person's past, but turns out he's just some washed-up no-name that even you folks have not heard about. Man, they're just absolutely beating Grady. Vicious Mockery is on point right now. Fits right in with Mr. Skott, doesn't it? A pair of nobodies with shady tricks up their sleeves. Still, I've got this feeling, even if they've got the upper hand now, they've got no real way to finish us. Right, he was a film director in life. That means he's not going to suddenly become a powerhouse after turning into a heroic spirit. His noble phantasm proves it. He built it off of one of his old horror flicks, basically a reality marble. Though it's a rare ability, it feels more like a trap, one that ensnares its victims. But if its trap can't hurt the prey, then it's a hunter who'll be in trouble. Now he's got 3 servants in his stomach, while the strongest fortresses always fall from the inside. You really do have the mind of a leader, always so sharp on reading the situation. I better pull my weight too. He might not have an obvious weak spot. If we can find the assassin's true body and let my arrows give him a proper haircut, that reality marvel of his would no longer exist. Sounds like everyone's got their sights set. Kalis, I know I butted heads with the Express crew before, but that was just a difference in perspective. As for this time, I've got no interest in the Holy Grail. My boss is more concerned about what old Odie has up his sleeve. If you're willing, maybe we can actually work together this time? You see that, Master? It looks like Miss Robin's alliance is starting to come together. This army has a goal, and now it's time to move. We saw the exile on the way in. Let's head that way while we still can. An endless corridor, a layout completely different from before. What an annoying bounded field. If we can't bring this space to calm, we might never find a way out. Feels like we just loop back to where we started. If we don't find some kind of countermeasure, we could be stuck running in circles forever. Master, why not leave some of your chips and dice behind as markers? You don't need to remind me of that. I've already tried it, but didn't expect Grady to be such a greedy money grubber. Hey, don't go throwing shade, extra boy. I was just cleaning up the set as usual. Gotta make sure random props don't ruin the scene. The next scene is all about IPC employees trapped in a haunted hallway and cursed to suffer forever. Now, nowhere to escape, and no one will ever come to help. In here, any struggle is just wasted effort. Oh, the music notes are fun. Is that Miss Robin singing? Grady, looks like you forgot that you didn't only trap us in your noble phantasm. That's what you get for cutting the budget, Grady. While you're busy writing, directing, and starring as yourself, Miss Robin already found the way out on the other side of the set. Everyone, follow the music. Producer, you useless piece of junk. I sent you to ambush 2 mere low-threat characters. How did you still mess that up? And this music, why can't my noble phantasm suppress it? Looks like you've been dead for too long. Forgot your own trade, huh? Even silent film era movies had soundtracks. Well, that's new. What is this? Grady Films Anniversary Special. Now dominating 45% of Penacony's local film market, Grady Entertainment Company stands as the city's most successful. As time changes, we sit down with Mr. Grady once more. Will he deliver another unexpected perspective? You established the Grady Company while still in prison. How did you convince the company inspectors to allow an inmate to form a business behind bars? For most IPC dogs, it comes down to one thing: profit. When prisoners were awake, IPC's Nicodium cinemas successfully drained what little money inmates had, but dreams. Well, before they realized what was happening, my lawyer friends had already put my name on the Dream Bubble movie technology patent. They wanted to squeeze every last coin from prisoners' savings from their own pockets, so they set up a company under my name and made me chairman. Of course, the actual person in charge was our dear Inspector McCoy Turner. You faced plenty of criticism as an IPC puppet back then, but today's Grady Films is practically a brand new company, wouldn't you say? Yes, it's all thanks to Mr. McCoy's excessive confidence. He actually gave me the so-called honorary chairman, a dividend share, treating it like spare change. So prisoners' savings, which should have flowed 100% back to the IPC, now had a tiny stream diverted to me. Though barely significant, the money successfully helped fund the initial stages of Penacony's War of Independence. McCoy died while trying to crush the rebellion, and the original Grady Company became history. But the Nicodium cinemas and assets he left behind formed the foundation for rebuilding our film industry later. In that sense, I should be grateful to him, especially for dying when he did. Beyond importing excellent films, Grady Films has fostered many local talents. As competition intensifies, what wisdom would you share with the next generation? Make films with passion, not opportunism. I hope future Penacony creates its own universally famous masterpieces that belong truly to us. I also extend a warm invitation to dream-weaving technology specialists to join Grady Films. Help us improve our still evolving dream bubble movie technology and create better experiences for audiences everywhere. Okay, it gives us a bit of backstory on Grady. A gentle forest of harmony floats through the tight space, as at its heart, two singers light the way for the lost. But at the same time, evil spirits approach them, determined to shred and consume these visitors from beyond the sky. Whatever you had in mind, it's already too late. In a blur too fast to track, Miss Note grabs the attacking monsters and viciously smashes their head into the floor. Oh no! My catoid ray tubes. Don't hit my screen with your microphone. Ow! Clunk, clunk, clunk. Bang, bang, bang. Honestly, that might be the first R-rated scene in this whole movie. You start to wonder if Robin actually summoned a berserker. That's it? The guards back in Esdana prison were tougher than these things. Bravo, truly Penacony's brightest bloom, brilliant in both drama and action. This terrible wardrobe, this nonsense plot, no one else could have croaked this up but you, Grady. I spent so much effort clawing my way out of the grave, so quit burning my eyes with your bargain bin flicks. Of course, real directors know when to leave the stage to the actors. Let's just say it was unpleasant. We meet again. As a caster, your combat style was quite a surprise. Can't say that counted as a fight between mages. Guess people in Penacony really have a broad definition of caster. Really? I thought it was pretty normal. An archer dual-wielding swords isn't qualified to talk about this. I managed to feel out the right path using the power of harmony, all thanks to Miss Note's protection. I saw you covering me in that fight. Even if you can't say your name, I know you must be someone great. I believe in that wholeheartedly. Master, this cannot change the present situation. Without a true name, I'm just a weak Iris family artist. No, the way you shielded your master just now proves you're an exceptional servant. You'll never understand the despair when even your name is taken away and you've been wrung dry of all worth. Exactly, powerless, barely able to protect your master, let alone win this Holy Grail war. Then why not work with me again like before? Mr. Odie can grant all your wishes. Shut up, you're a fool with less artistic taste than an automatic instrument. Your work doesn't even have the artistic value of a ruined roll of film. Sorry, Grady, that was a bit harsh, but why are you serving the opportunistic fat old fart? Hiding somewhere off screen, Grady sighs too, his voice full of melancholy. Because he summoned me, of course, even in death, forgotten by its world. Penacony clutches our souls like a miser. But hey, sweetheart, at least we have a chance to rewrite our past failures this time. This gloom won't do. Let's kick off the final act of Midnight Chainsaw Rhapsody. The true evil awaits at the end of the haunted hotel. And it's Skott. Whoa, the director really went all out this time.
Is this what you meant by giving me more power?
The surviving protagonist finally reaches the heart of the hotel. The evil spirit appears to the screen. Then I gather all the lights and effects on you, shaping you into an invincible monster. Light and Skott, you'll become a legion of evil spirits, a horror icon etched into the movie history.
I'm all fired up! Now, I will take back everything you took from me. You shall pay tenfold, no, 1,000-fold!
Honestly, the way this guy keeps coming for you, even with the wildest British hounds would call it obsessive. Master, what did you do to him? Just some private disagreements.
Private Private disagreements? You ruined my life! You made me bark and oink and face a demotion, moving from one puny post to another in the cosmos, in despair and misery. And this is what you call it? Private disagreements?
You're the one who made them public. It's not my fault.
You and your little entourage of extras. You won't get to be cocky for much longer.
We're still missing Lancer and Boot Hill.
The power inside me is breaking out, trying to be free. 1 Skott, 2 Skotts, 3 Skotts. My scalp is scratchy. 2 got stuck in there.
Master your line. Say your entrance line.
Fear me, mortals, for I am everywhere. In your dreams, in your shadows, right behind your back. Now I, the Lord of the Wolf Pack, the 1,000-faced Skott, will devour all!
Brother, ew.
I've got 7 ways to end your lives. 7! Let me show you the overwhelming strength in numbers!
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Show no mercy. I underestimated you.
Watch your head.
Oh.
Oh.
Skott, don't you think you messed this one up?
Bust.
Oh, shut it! Weren't you just getting your butt kicked a moment ago?
Here, this thunder.
Spend freely.
The dead return! I underestimated you.
Watch your head.
Serenity is before me.
Conflict is pitiless.
We are gathered here today to commemorate the many Skotts who have sacrificed their lives again and again. But those dead weights weren't dragging me down. I'd have won ages ago. The true lone wolf walks alone. Only weak rabble sticks together. Coward! You've been hiding at the back all this time. Even my eyelashes did more work than you.
The Skotts start bickering and tossing blame around. What a scene. Fighting someone like this, there's no honor in it.
Brady, do you still even want the Holy Grail? Go change the script on the fly. Move the stage props. Give me more power. Let me crush them all. Crush them in the palm of my hands like a true villain.
Sorry, Mr. Skott, I was wrong about you. You're a natural comedian who's only good at playing comedical characters. Dropping you into a horror flick, that's not just a miscast, but an insult to the lens. Hey, actually, I think that was being generous.
Great. Are you trying to betray me? Don't forget, I am your master. With my command spell, you'll have to...
Trying to dominate me in the set with just 3 command spells? Mr. Skott, consider yourselves fired. Apologies, cast and crew. You had to witness a little meltdown between director and actor. Underestimating the power of harmony was on me. I always should have brought you all together. So, I'll be more thoughtful with your next stage interest next time. I look forward to hearing your piercing screams all over again in our next film. Lead actors, question mark. Did we just leave his reality marble? Something's off. Each night, the Clockland will reveal its unknown side. As the protagonist, you open your eyes and find yourself trapped in a nightmare with no exit, and now a terrifying enemy is standing right beside you. Knowing we're allies, you're still going out of your way to stir up trouble and sow discord. Mr. Archer, you don't strike me as someone married to a contract. Wouldn't it be smart to take this split-up operation and eliminate a rival for your master? I might give it a thought. Ribbit, Saber, help me! Bring it on. Should I kill him? I turned that question over 12 times before you woke up. If I had decided to act, you wouldn't have even had a chance to open your eyes. Too bad. I thought you were smarter than this. Guess you'll have to suffer for it. The wicked watchmaker brought from hell evil spirits that wield different curses. Disguised as harmless amusement park mascots, they drag victims into sleep and torture their souls for eternity. Excuse me, I am the director of Clock Studios. Do you own the rights to our Clocky? Don't worry, Mr. Odie's PR team will handle it. I used to dream of turning Clock Studio theme park into my own nightmare park. Who knew I'd get my wish this way? It's even more satisfying than biting into a triple stuffed stargazer pie. Soak it in, dear characters, until you become toys for the evil spirits. If you're just gonna stand there, I might take Assassin's advice and write you out early. Come on, according to the great director, it's time for us to be tortured by the evil spirits. Alright, so I have no idea how long this event is supposed to go on. So we have hit our like 2 hour and 10 mark that we normally do for streaming. So we will pause and save for now. And then we will come back to this next week. And pick that up from there. It's interesting that we have not done any, like, I was expecting more combat, to be honest. Like, really, we're just, like, doing just a story at this point. Let me double check, because I don't want to stop there and us being really close to the end of the story, so let me just make sure. Maybe the combat is in this, like, second part, and then this is just the story part. I just want to make sure that well, it looks like it has not been out long enough for me to be able to find how long this event is. Okay, I'm seeing other people's videos of it, and it looks like it's somewhere between like a 4 to 6 hour event. The 6 hours might be if you're also doing the combat portion, which I think is this bit. So it does look like it would be at least another 2 hours. So we will save that for next week, and we should have time. So we are good there. So yeah, I hope. Oh my gosh, Finon's banner's already almost over. It didn't feel like it. My goodness. Ooh, big stretch, big stretch. Man, I did not expect it to already almost be over. Well, we will do our best to get through the Fate event, hopefully next week, if it is only another 2 hours, so we can get that wrapped up on that weekend. And then if this is just purely combat, I'll sample it and then I'll just do it off screen so you all don't have to watch that. And hopefully between finishing this quest, doing the multiplayer on this, we might be able to get those 10 pulls so we can do them before Finon's banner disappears. So we can see if we might be able to eke out another Finon Eidolon. That's asking for a lot when we are literally at 15 pity, because even with the 30 pulls to get the free quote-unquote Archer Light Cone, that would be early pity. I have been blessed in this patch though, so we'll have to see. I am very excited though to have my E1 Sunday. That is very delightful for me. So I hope you all have a great rest of your week. I hope you all get some great sleep, and good luck on your own pulls. Bye, everyone.